Good morning to everyone. I am K. Surendra. This is chapter 2 in our 7th class social studies, rain and rivers. So we can go to the remaining part of this chapter, rain and rivers. This is second chapter in our 7th class social studies. Some important terms. We can discuss some important terms. First of all, evaporation. What is evaporation? The water changes into vapor, we can call evaporation. Before you know that, the water changes into vapor and mixed with air, the process we can call evaporation. And the vapor changes into water, we can call condensation. Evaporation, condensation. And before you know that, how the clouds are formed. The water vapor, when it's going to high level, upwards in the sky, it's become tiny water droplets. The tiny water droplets, when it's going to high level, upwards in the sky, when it is mixed with dust and smoke, gradually increasing size, the bigger water droplets forming clouds. Next, we can discuss water cycle. What is water cycle? So already know that what is evaporation and what is condensation, and water vapor when it is going to high level, when it is going to cool, it is going to upwards in the sky. First it is tiny water droplets. When it is mixed with smoke and dust, gradually size is increasing. After it is formed clouds. Water cycle. What is water cycle? So the water from the seas or ocean is going to evaporate. When water is going to evaporate, after it is formed clouds. You know that in the sky upwards, we can observe the clouds. The clouds, when it's meet with cool winds, it's giving rains on the land. Rainfall, we can observe on the land, the rains is coming from up areas to low areas, or steep to slopes. That rains, it is forming rivers. The rivers finally is going to many places, going to different places and joining in the sea. From that sea to again the water is going to evaporate. So it's a continuous process. Water cycle. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, a continuous process. Water cycle. Next, precipitation. What is precipitation? Precipitation, condensation of water vapor, we can call precipitation. It means the water vapor is going in the form of water. That is, we can call precipitation. So, different forms of the precipitation. Generally, we are observing rainfall, the rains, and fog, or snow, or hail. Snow, or fog, or hail, or rains. These all are, we can call different forms of the precipitation. Next, humidity. What is humidity? The amount of invisible water vapor in the atmosphere, we can call humidity. The amount of water vapor in the atmosphere, we can call humidity. Humidity. When the temperature and humidity increases or rises, we can feel uncomfortable because our sweat does not evaporate quickly. So we can feel sticky, that we can call sultry. We can call sultry. So here we discussed before what is evaporation, water cycle, precipitation and humidity. We can go to the next part of this chapter, winds and clouds. winds and clouds. So generally, before you know that what is evaporation. So the evaporation is took all over the earth surface. So from the earth surface to from the water bodies, from the seas and oceans. So from the seas and oceans, the water is going to evaporate. Evaporation. Especially oceans. From that oceans to is going maximum evaporation. Maximum means high. So maximum evaporation is going from the oceans, because oceans are vast water bodies. Vast means large or huge. So oceans are vast water bodies, and oceans extend thousands of kilometers area. If you can observe the ocean's area having thousands of kilometers, so that is the reason maximum evaporation it is going from oceans. And rains also, heavily rains we can observe on the oceans. Next, clouds. Clouds also is travel in the sky thousands of kilometers. So clouds also travel thousands of kilometers. So that is, we discussed winds and clouds. And the winds coming from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. Before classes, you know that four boundaries of our India. East side Bay of Bengal, west Arabian Sea, north Himalayas mountains, south Indian Ocean. So the winds are coming from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So these winds we can call monsoon winds. From the directions too, we can call southwest monsoon. So first of all, we can discuss southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon winds. Two arms of monsoon winds. One blows from Arabian Sea, other blows from Bay of Bengal. You know that Bay of Bengal east direction, Arabian Sea west direction. So here one blows Arabian Sea west direction, one blows Bay of Bengal, it is east direction of our India. Next, rainfall in Andhra Pradesh. We can discuss, this is the part, rainfall in Andhra Pradesh. First of all, we are discussing about southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon beginning in June month. Southwest monsoon is beginning in June month. So the winds carrying clouds. First, the winds carrying clouds and reach Rayalaseema districts, Chittoor and Kurnool. So the winds are reach Rayalaseema districts, Chittoor and Kurnool first. But here it is giving little rain. The clouds fallen rain in Western Ghats. So in Rayalaseema districts, it is giving little rain, but the clouds fall and giving rain in Western Ghats, because Western Ghats mountainous ranges. So Western Ghats west side, along with the Arabian Sea. Next, Eastern Ghats east side, along with the Bay of Bengal. So the winds are giving little rain in Rayalaseema districts, and the clouds fallen rain in Western Ghats. In Western Ghats, mountainous ranges, mountains. So the mountains are stopping clouds. So the clouds are going to high area, up level, and it becomes cool and it's giving rain. So generally we can observe this kind of rainfall in mountainous ranges. Commonly we can observe this kind of rainfall in mountains, in mountainous ranges. So the way in Western Ghats, the path of rain bearing winds, it is ascent rainfall. It is giving rainfall in Western Ghats, mountainous ranges. Descent means downwards, down area, like Rayalaseema districts. So downwards, it's become dry and giving little rain. So we are discussing southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon giving much rains in Telangana districts, and the southwest monsoons, we are discussing southwest monsoons. The winds rises over eastern Ghats, east side, along with the Bay of Bengal. Next part of this chapter, the months May to October, the cyclones, we can observe the cyclones, Bay of Bengal. So Bay of Bengal, you know that east side Bay of Bengal. The cyclones causes rains, widespread rains in coastal regions, coastal areas, widespread, giving more rains in coastal areas, and caused whirling storms, heavy winds, heavy rains. So this is caused whirling storms. So we can call this is cyclonic rain. So the cyclonic rains is occur in the seas due to intense heat in summer. So generally we can observe intense means high level or heavy. Intense heat in summer, that is the reason is causing cyclonic rain. So when the winds are blowing every side, towards the center. So this is giving heavy rains in coastal regions. Especially by the heavy rains, the coastal area is going to destruction or damage. Generally, when you can observe in the news, coastal regions which is near to sea or ocean, the coastal areas, agriculture land, or their houses, or their property, its destruction or damaged by the cyclonic rainfall, cyclonic rains. Next, the winds reverses after October month. So these winds are reverses after October month and blowing Bay of Bengal southwestwards, the southwestwards direction. So when the winds reverses after October month, these winds are blowing Bay of Bengal southwestwards. So these winds are giving heavy rains in October and December months in coastal areas or coastal regions, and giving moderate rainfall. Moderate means medium. So it's giving moderate rainfall in Rayalaseema and Telangana districts. So this is we can call northeast monsoon. We can call northeast monsoon winds, northeast monsoon, or we can call a return monsoon. We can call northeast monsoon or return monsoon. So we discussed two kind of monsoons: southeast monsoon and northeast monsoon. Next, rain gauge. So rain gauge, it is an instrument to measure rain, how much rainfall in our area. So generally we can measure the rain by using rain gauge. So how much centimeters rainfall in our area we can measure by using rain gauge. So today we discussed chapter 2 in our 7th class, rain and rivers. We discussed about evaporation, water cycle, precipitation and humidity, and we discussed about winds and clouds, and we discussed first southwest monsoon. Next we discussed about rainfall in Andhra Pradesh, and we discussed about northeast monsoon, and finally we discussed about rain gauge. The remaining part we can go to later.